that is the first sign of weakness that we have in the Aussie, that it is just coming down against a weak currency that we have a well defined. I mean, remember, this is how we correlate pairs with each other. We saw that the Canadian has a big major sell signal, and yet with this big major sell signal, the Australian dollar now, which was the strongest currency on all the indices last week, is now basically a very weak pair. That's an indication that there might be now the strongest currency is going now, because of profit taking, it's going to turn into one of the weakest. And that is one of the first signs. It's an observation. It's something that we just keep on the back of our head and we begin to analyze. So exactly, Jay, that is one of the things that we have to be looking at. So now let's look at the pound Aussie CAD. Now, all of you turtles, you know what that means. Okay, so right now, the Aussie, even though it is closed near the low of the day, on the intraday, it is still a positive. So we have now a very clear sell signal. If it gets below the 101.99 or the 102 if you want, we can make it round the number up. There's no problem with that. So we close now 102.24, and the structural point is the 102. So we are 24 pips above my structural point. So this is now, and if I come here on the intraday, you always have to transpose your structural points on the intraday, and there it is. You see, we have already done that, which is the 109. So I'm just going to move it 2 pips so that you all know what so right there. So this is my structure point, which I took from the daily, I put on the intraday. So right now I am only going to go short below the 102. So the Aussie CAD, I'm going to go short below 102, and that is my structural short, and it is also my short stop. So that's it, because it's such a big sell signal. That is going to be my sell signal, my structural short, and my sell stop. And if I'm going to be buying it, this is kind of tricky. So just to be on the safe side, we're going to buy it above there's something wrong here, guys. There's something wrong with this data here, because this shows that the high of the day 103.33 on this chart. It's showing that the high of the day is 102.55. So it seems on the daily, for some reason, I am missing a price bar. Yeah, this is July the 21st, so it's missing July the 22nd on the daily chart. It has become a big problem with TradeStation since they moved now and they're getting their data from currency. They're becoming more and more having errors in their data. So in this case, I have no, let me see if this is the correct intraday data. Yeah, that's the 22nd at 10 o'clock at night. So this is okay. So just in order to err on the side of caution, we are going to buy it above the high of the day here, which is the 103.30. So we're going to be buying it above 103.30. Okay, 103.30. And if I do buy it above here, above the 103.30, then I'm going to place my stop below the market side, in this case the 103. So my long stop is going to be the 103 even. And on the upside, I have no structure unless it's way up there. The structure long, it has already went above the structure long. So now the structure long becomes a structure short. So now I have to pick another structural point, and in this case the closest one is the all-time, not the all-time high, yeah, it's the all-time high, which is the 105.55. So my next structural long side is the 105.55. Okay, so just to wrap the Aussie CAD, we are going to be buying the Aussie CAD above 103.30. Just a second, there seems to be some, yeah. We're going to go short the CAD below 102 even, and yeah, that's what I did instead. Okay, so I'm sorry, I typed in the wrong place. So I'm going to be buying the Aussie CAD above 103.30. My structure long is the 105.55, so I have about 200 pips above that. Okay, and my structure and my long stop is the 103, so I'm risking 30 pips on that trade. On the short side, I'm going to go short below the 102, which is the structure point, and my structure short, and it is also my stop. Okay, that is the Aussie CAD. Let me save